This evening on House and Home, it's crepes on the GFI Cooking with Flame segment. Rosemary of BSB is back with their June update. We get cooking with Besta, where Miriam, our Besta mum, cooks up Besta tuna chunk patties. PNG Power returns with keeping safe with electricity. And Bill Neal showcases another great quality product over at Brian Bell. Good night everyone, and thank you for tuning in to House and Home. Tonight we are our final episode of one of our long-time segments that we have been running on this show over the past years, GFI Baking with Flame. And I must say, they have had some pretty fantastic recipes baked and even cooked up on House and Home. Tonight Chef Teresa is over in our House and Home kitchen, ready to whip up some crepes that are wonderful to have for dessert. So without further ado, let's head on over to the kitchen and join Chef Teresa.
Good evening viewers, and welcome back to another GFI Flame Flour Baking segment. Our recipe for tonight is crepes, and here we have other ingredients for tonight's recipe. Firstly, we have half teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, extra melted butter, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, 2 whole eggs, 1 cup plain flour, and 1 cup milk. Right, firstly let's beat in the eggs, 2 whole eggs. Beat them up first. Then add in your milk, 2 tablespoons melted butter. Then add in your dry ingredients like plain flour, baking powder, salt. Alright, now mix your ingredients into a nice creamy or milk paste. Make sure your ingredients are mixed up nicely. Using the strainer, just sift up the ingredients so you have a nice smooth crepes. Just pour it through the sifter like this. Alright viewers, you can use a spoon like this, scoop or ladle. Alright, after letting your frying pan heat up, just wipe it up with a little bit of melted butter like this. So firstly, using your ladle, just put a little bit like this. Let the base heat up. When you see the bubbles on the top, then you'll know that it's cooked, so you can turn it around and cook on the other side of the crepe. It's you can serve it with ice cream, or you can, if no ice cream, you can have it with fresh cream. So that's the first crepe. Just keep doing that until you finish the crepe mix. Alright viewers, this is how your crepes will look like after frying them on the stove or on the frying pan. You can have it with fresh cream or ice cream, whichever flavor you wish to have your crepes with. So this is your whipped fresh cream. So this is how your crepes will look like. You can have it with fresh cream. So there you have it. I have used flame cell-rising flour to do the crepes. Remember, flame flour can cook in kind way.
Up and go with vitamin and rich flame flour.
Singing good pla kai kai, good pla lime.
Get up and go with vitamin and rich flame flour.
Showing off some of those MasterChef skills there, Chef Teresa. Now you can either have crepes on its own or serve them up with vanilla ice cream or fresh cream if you'd like, and maybe add some fruits. I love my crepe with ice cream and a generous serve of berries and bananas. Before we head off to a break, I'd like to say thank you to Goodman Fielder International for all the years of being a part of House and Home, and a big thank you to all our chefs, both past and current, for those creative, tough to make looking recipes, easy to follow through for the sake of our viewers. And no doubt you have all inspired and encouraged many to try their hand in baking or cooking with flame flour. After the break, we join Rosemary of BSB for the BSB update for the month of June.
Whoever you are, whatever you do, get more out of life with BSB, your bank.
Good evening, viewers, and welcome to the BSB's House and Home segment for this month. We've got great lined up for you tonight, so let's get straight into our new exciting product launched this month called the One Talk Money. Now, One Talk Money is indeed an exciting product because you can send money cheaply to any of your One Talks who does not have a BSB account. I have with me Natasha Sirimai, who is our e-channel manager, and she will give us an insight on this product. Good evening, Natasha.
Good evening, Rose and viewers. Yes, viewers, this product is definitely an exciting one with the following benefits. You don't need a bank account to receive One Talk Money. You can withdraw funds at any BSB branch, BSB rural agent, BSB ATMs, or make a purchase and cash out at any BSB FPOS merchant. It's easier and smarter. It saves your time, and it is a cheaper and convenient way to send money to your One Talks.
Wow, Natasha, so that means I can send my relatives or my One Talks in the village money, even though they don't have a BSB account, so long as they have a Digicel phone, right?
Yes, that is correct. One Talk Money is a domestic remittance service from BSB, allowing you to send money to any person in PNG using a mobile phone, so long as the sender and receiver are using the Digicel network.
Okay, now if I want to send One Talk Money, what are the requirements?
To send One Talk Money, you must have a BSB account, must be a registered BSB mobile banking user, have enough mobile phone credits, and of course have the mobile phone number of the One Talk you want to send money to.
Now, does my One Talk receiving the money need to meet any requirements at all?
Definitely not. All your One Talk needs is his or her mobile, and they must have credits. Your One Talk receiving can withdraw at the following BSB access points. We have 10,000 FPOS terminals nationwide, 287 ATMs, 192 BSB agents, 37 rural branches, and you can also withdraw at our 42 BSB branches nationwide.
Thank you, Natasha. Let's take a look at the One Talk Money footage that will also demonstrate how to use One Talk Money.
Okay, good morning, all. Now, I'm working on the live demonstration of One Talk Money. One Talk Money, and basically you sell money go mobile phone blow naraplaman. Only stop lo place so one map. Now all can use your mobile phone blow lo rossi money lo ATM. So now I'm working on the live demonstration. Singat into blow officer come out. Now I'm working this live demonstration. I'm sender, I'm recipient. I'm dialing *131#. I'm going to the funds transfer. I need the One Talk Money. Then put the mobile number, the recipient. Then put the 20 kina. Now this is a cardless transaction. I'm no only one card. And put the mobile number belong him. Now put the withdrawal code and generate him. Basically, I'm selling funds golem. I'm by kissing 4 code or 4 number. I'm by kissing 4 number. Now I'm responsibility blend. The ring him recipient. I talk him Islam 4 number you. So I'm going to put the 4 belong him, 4 belong him, and accept the funds. Then I need to go inside and generate the withdrawal code. So now, narosi money, I put the mobile number tasol, na 4 withdrawal code. And put it 20 kina, na money kama. So now I'm using mobile phone play tasol, na withdrawal code, na narosi money. Without a kundu card. No got kundu card. Now I'm okay one live demonstration too. Low F post. You got all rural agent stuff. You can go on a Rossi money.
There you go, viewers. Another BSP exciting product on the market, One Talk Money. Take advantage of this product for your banking convenience, anyone, anytime, anywhere. Now, in support to our new products, BSP continues to expand its services. BSP Rural Como branch in Hela Province opened for business on March 8 this year, was officially launched on 11th of June. The Como Rural branch has 4 staff, 2 tellers and 2 sales officers. Tellers facilitate customer deposits and withdrawals where all transactions are card-based. The branch now serves more than 3,000 customers, but it will bring relief to more than 30,000 people in the Como district. The main objective of BSP Rural is to provide banking services to the largely unbanked rural population in PNG. In Hela, BSP Rural Como branch is complemented by the main branch in Tari and the 3 bank agents in Nogoli, Koroba, and nearby Nipa district. BSP is the first bank to provide banking services in the area since the independence. BSP is not only expanding into new provinces, but returning banking services to other provinces like Kerema in the Gulf province. Yes, finally, after years of being without vital banking services, the people of Kerema can now look forward to banking in the township and not travel to Port Moresby because BSP Rural will return with a rural branch. This month in June, BSP signed an agreement with the Gulf Provincial Government and Administration to set up a rural branch in Kerema with up to 8 staff providing basic banking services such as deposits, withdrawals, and account opening. BSP closed its doors in 2008 in Kerema after the branch in Kerema was robbed and substantial amount stolen. However, work on the new BSP branch has commenced this month and expected to be completed before end of the year. Now, moving into our sponsorship events, BSP continued its support to the Certified Practicing Accountant CPA with a sponsorship of 52,500 kina towards its 3 major conferences held every year in Medang, Ley, and Port Moresby. Through this partnership, young and practicing accountants will expand their knowledge and skills in their profession in bringing benefit to the economic development of this country. Now, into our BSP community projects. We had 3 projects successfully completed and handed over this month. One of the pioneer schools in Port Moresby, the Bavaroko Primary School, is the first of the 3 handed over projects. They received a brand new audio-visual classroom, and this was part of the Port Moresby branch project for this year. This graded classroom is fully air-conditioned and will be used for their media class, a curriculum recently introduced by the Education Department and will be broadcasted on MTV. BSP's Deputy CEO and Chief Financial Officer, Johnson Cullo, handed over the completed AV room, at the same time reminded the students of the importance of learning and also highlighted BSP's commitment to assisting the school making quality learning readily available. He also challenged the students to ensure that the new classroom was well looked after in the years to come. Second project handed over in NCD this month was the Baroko Branch Team Project. Their project included the renovation of the St. John School for the Blind classroom, which caters for 35+ children who are visually impaired and other children also with disability. A donation of various items including 2 sets of computer desktop, 3 new tables and chairs, 4 cabinets, and a refrigerator for the special need classroom. And in addition to that, 3 tables and chairs were also donated to the admin office. Over in the Sundown province, our Vanimo branch also handed over their project this month, which included the construction of a new bus stop and 20 rubbish drums installed around the township of Vanimo. By end of this year, BSP will have delivered 33 community projects around the country. Well, viewers, that's all we have for you tonight. Until then, good night.
Whoever you are, whatever you do, get more out of life with BSP, your bank.
That's some very exciting news there for our BSP customers, especially for those that live out at our various rural areas of our wonderful country, Papua New Guinea. Banking is definitely being made easier with all the breakthrough and easier accessibility with the latest in banking technology. Next up, Besta Tuna Chunk Patties is on the main menu for the evening. That's coming right up after the break. See you soon.
It's the tastiest tuna in a can. It's the new Besta Tuna Chunks in 185 grams. Packed with 100% premium white meat goodness. The finest export quality tuna is now available nationwide in oil and brine. Besta Tuna Chunks and Bestia. Proudly PNG made.
Good night, everyone. Welcome and thank you for watching another House and Home Cooking with Besta. For tonight's recipe is called Besta Tuna Chunk Patties. Besta Tuna Chunk Patties is a very easy and quick recipe to prepare. You can have this recipe during the state of origin. What ingredients do you need to prepare this recipe? All you need is 1 egg, 1 cup of diced celery stick, 1 grated carrot, plain flour to dust, oil to fry, potato, boiled mashed potatoes, it depends on how many potatoes you want to boil, and 1 can of Besta tuna in 185 grams. Besta tuna comes in 3 types, Besta tuna chunk in oil and Besta tuna chunk in brine. These 2 premium products are exported internationally, and the Besta tuna flakes in oil. Okay viewers, let's begin now with the Besta tuna chunk patties. Firstly, you add in the mashed potatoes. Combine the tuna and the egg. Mix it up. And then you stir in your celery, carrots, and mix them all up again. You keep on stirring until all the ingredients are combined well. Okay viewers, this is how your Besta tuna chunk patties will look like. Okay, we light up our stove and heat up the frying pan. Add our oil. Turn the pan so that the oil will be spread evenly. Okay viewers, our pan is now ready, so let's prepare our patties. You can use your palm to make this simple shape. Flatten and then you coat it with flour. Coat on both sides and add into the pan. Okay viewers, now your patties are ready. Okay viewers, now our Besta tuna chunk patties are now ready. You can serve it with whatever you like, but tonight I have here a plate of rice and some salad. Here you have it, Besta tuna chunk patties. Thank you for watching and hope to see you next week, same time, here on House and Home Cooking with Besta. It's better, it's Besta, pride of PNG.
It's the tastiest tuna in a can. It's the new Besta tuna chunks in 185 grams, packed with 100% premium white meat goodness. The finest export quality tuna is now available nationwide in oil and brine. Besta tuna chunks and Bestia, proudly PNG made.
Coming up next, keeping electricity safety within your homes and offices.
Tremendously fine, particularly in Port Moresby. The weather was a little bit sunny, but in Mount Hagen, it's always been cold ever since.
Don't play with power. It can kill.
Good evening viewers and welcome to another episode of PNG Power. Our topic for tonight is based on safety with electricity within your homes and offices. It is important that you as the consumer of electricity supplied by PNG Power know how to identify danger with the electrical appliance that you use and electrical connections to your homes and offices. Electrical appliances, plugs and cables that are old or poorly wired can be a real danger. Just because there's no flame does not mean there's no fire risk. I will explain to you what you should check for to ensure your appliances don't put you, your family, or your work colleagues at risk from fire or electrical shocks. There are particular danger signs to look out for on all electrical items that you have around your home or office. If you think something needs fixing or changing, do it straight away. It is your responsibility to look after your electrical appliances. Some of the electrical items that you need to look out for are plugs and sockets, cables and leads, appliances and fuses. Keep an eye out for some of these problems on plugs and sockets. Hot plugs or sockets, scorch marks, fuses that open blow, or flickering lights. These are all signs of loose wiring or electrical problems. Badly wired plugs. Any colored wires sticking out could come loose and debris could also get into the plug. Overloaded sockets. Plugging too many electrical appliances into one socket can lead to overheating. Overheating leads to burning of appliances and causing possible fires. Use sockets safely. It's better to use a bar adapter on a lead, also called a multi-board, than a block adapter. Check cables and wires to see if they are frayed and damaged. Make sure the outer covering of the power leads is in good condition and replace if necessary. Check cables and wirings if they are badly positioned. They shouldn't be anywhere that they could be tripped over or near water, cookers or other sources of heat. Tape any lead that runs through a walkway to avoid tripping in offices. Run under rugs or carpets they can wear through without anyone noticing. Put them elsewhere. For electrical appliances, never get them wet. This includes plugs and sockets, so don't put a vase of flowers on top of the TV. Never leave them on at night unless they are designed to be left on like freezers. Never put anything in the microwave that is made of metal or has a metallic finish or parts. When you're fitting or replacing a fuse, it's important to use the right fuse for the appliance to make sure it doesn't overheat. Check the user manual or look for a sticker on the appliance to find out the wattage and then use the correct fuse. In the event that there is an electrical fire, never use water to put out the fire. Use a recommended fire extinguisher, or if it is safe, pull the plug out or switch off the power at the fuse box. Sometimes this can stop the fire immediately. Don't take any risks with your safety. Get out, stay out. We will now speak with Team Leader for Inspectors James Panau, who will explain more on the importance of having your homes and offices checked.
All the electrical work is done within the requirements of the electrical standards. And we try to ensure that everyone, all the electrical contracting companies, electrical personals, and everyone that is coming into the country to do electrical work, they comply with the standards that is set under the Electricity Industry Act. Okay, the electrical standards that the code that has been practiced in Papua New Guinea has been adopted from Australian New Zealand standards, and that is the standards that has been practiced in Papua New Guinea. And those wirings that were done in the early days were within those standards, but due to changes that are coming up, we try to adopt to the changes and the change of standards that is being reviewed through the wiring rules. Electrical wirings that has been done in the early stages were wirings that were also inspected. We have electrical inspectors that go about checking all the electrical work that is carried out, and they certify those electrical wirings before it is being put to use by the users. So the electrical wirings or installations that are in the old buildings are wirings that have been certified by electrical inspectors. And due to the duration of year spent, and we see some of those electrical wirings need to be rechecked again, inspected again to bring it up to the standard that is still safe for use. We try to encourage electrical consumers, if they see that there's need of a repair or they have some faults in the house, they can report that to our inspector's office, and the inspectors will go out and carry safety inspections to ensure that all the electrical work and all the, example, the power points, the lights being used in the house are still safe to be used. Mm-hmm. So we do conduct electrical safety inspections. Mostly due to the inspections team not fully manned, we only go out when requested. So, but otherwise we usually go out and do periodic checks at our own schedules. Otherwise, when requested, we do go and check business houses. To engage an electrical contractor, you need to engage someone who has a license, an electrical contracting license, to be able to do electrical work in any premises, because electrical work is an area where it is licensed just like a driver on the street. It requires standards that need to be abided by, and if you're trying to engage a licensed electrical contractor, he must have a license. Ask him to produce that, and if you are not satisfied, you can refer to our office, Regulatory Services Group Office, to confirm whether he is or that contractor has been certified to operate as a contracting company. And if they come around, you still want to further check the personal qualifications of the person conducting the electrical work. You can even ask him to produce his electrician's license. So there are two different licenses. To operate as a business, the company must have an electrical contracting license, and the person conducting the work must have an electrician's license. Power boards have protections that protect the circuits. Example, we have a switch at the power board. It is rated, that there is a voltage rated and a current that protection will protect the circuit. For example, we have a power point, and it feeds back to that protection. We call it a circuit breaker. And if someone is plugging an item into the power points, and we decided to add some more pins on, that circuit from the circuit breaker at the power board, the wire that runs to the power point that we have plugged in the item, they're all rated. The cable is sized to the breaker that it protects. So if we are deciding to add on too many pins, plug on an adapter and plug on whatever items we are using, the more we plug on, we are loading. Just like you give a little boy, probably is carrying one little bag, and then you put on his shoulder another bag, and then you keep putting another bag. Eventually he cannot carry and he'll probably fall dead. So that is exactly what we are doing when we put additional pins onto the power points that we supposed not to. And that wire that runs between the protection at the power board and the power point will eventually give way. You know, it will heat up. It will heat up, and that causes hazard or cause fire.
Anyone wishing to find out more about safety with electricity in your homes or offices, you can email corporate_relations@pngpower.com.pg. Well, I hope these important safety messages have made you more aware. So after this show, make a quick check to see if any of the things I've mentioned earlier do not exist where you live or work. Do join us again for another PNG Power segment in a fortnight, and please live safely with electricity.
Particularly, the weather has been tremendously fine. Particularly in Port Moresby, the weather was a little bit sunny, but in Mount Hagen, it's always been cold ever since.
Don't play with power. It can kill.
Thank you, PNG Power. Also, with the unpredictable weather lately, be very cautious of fallen power lines, and if you do come across one, please report it immediately. With the on and off wet weather that we're experiencing around the country, please ensure that you're wearing good protected footwear when you're out and about. Ensure that the soles on your shoes are rubber soles. After the break, we join Bill Neal over at the Brian Bell Home Centre.
Hey, Mr. B.
Good evening and welcome to another Brian Bell segment on House and Home. I'm your host for the evening, Bill Neal. Now, typically, this is the part of the show where I introduce to you the different sort of topics that I'll be talking about. But this time, I want to try something a little bit different. Seeing as though you're all loyal Brian Bell customers, I'm going to be mentioning 3 brands. And hopefully, by the end of that, you know what this segment is all about. Now that I've said that, let's start off with the brand Sharp. Come on, Sharp, TikTok, TikTok. Did you think Sharp equals TV? You're right, but you're wrong. Here's the other brand. What about West Point? Think about it. When you come into Brian Bell and you look around and you see the big W, the West Point on different products, which product is it? This final brand should make it a lot easier for you to guess. Fisher and Paykel. Now, if you guessed fridges, you're right. Congratulations. This segment is all about fridges and freezers. Tonight's segment is all about fridges and freezers. What specials we have on at the moment, what you can typically find in a brand, and the different product features and benefits packed into these ice boxes. White goods, which are your fridges, washing machines, and stoves, have been at the core of Brown Bell's product offering for a very long time, even back when you had to manually grind your clothes through the wringer. So needless to say, Brown Bell knows a thing or two about white goods. This is why we only stock quality brands. When it comes to fridges, brands like Fisher & Paykel and West Point are world leaders in refrigeration technology. We stock spare parts to all of our products and we service them also. Although if you buy quality, maintain your products the right way and you use it correctly, there's no need for you to ever come down and meet our friendly staff at the service center. West Point manufacture fridges and freezers. Tonight I'm going to be focusing on their freezer range. Here at Brown Bell, we cater to both domestic and commercial purposes in most of our product lines. The commercial products available from West Point are quality at its best and are most suitable to hotels, restaurants, large commercial operations, or small businesses like the people that drive down the Hiritano Highway to Port Moresby or up the Bogia Highway to Madang to sell their seafood to their respective townships. Let's take a look at these freezers and look at some of the features that are available for you. Okay, let's talk commercial. These fridges are perfect for storing your cuts of meat, your seafood, or whatever produce you deal with. You could have the stainless steel finish, which is a great way of storing seafood as it won't rust. The other option we have has a glass door and can be used in the storefront. However you use them is up to you, but they both share similar features. West Point freezers have defrost drain systems, stackable freezer baskets or freezer compartments, interior lighting, lightweight lids for ease of use, and a power-on indicator. Fisher & Paykel is a New Zealand company that has been designing products since 1934. It is now a global company that operates in 50 countries around the world. One common characteristic that you expect to find in Fisher & Paykel products is the fact that it will always deliver products that are tailored to human needs. Let's check out the Fisher & Paykel products that we have down here at Brown Bell Home Centre and see if some of the features can cater your needs. Features of convenience include built-in ice makers, chill filter and water tap on selected models, large capacity bottle shells, and bottle chill for when friends drop in unannounced. Fisher & Paykel fridges are ergonomic. Quality extension runners allow you to fully slide the freezer and veggie bins in and out for easy use. Fisher & Paykel fridges are intuitive. The humidity control system lets you create the perfect microclimate in each storage bin for specific fruits and vegetables. Keeps them fresh for longer. They are safe and secure as the glass shelving prevents drips and spills falling on the food below. Pretty good features, right? Well, right now here at Brown Bell we have pretty good prices. Our F&P freezers are on a permanent markdown. 160 litre freezer was 1,890 kina, now 1,520 kina. The 220 litre freezer was 2,300 kina, now only 1,850 kina. The 280 litre freezer was 2,530, now only 2,025 kina. 510 litre freezer was 3,350 kina, now 2,680. While the list goes on with a 700 litre freezer, which was 3,965 kina, now only 3,200 kina. The inside lining of these freezers are worth mentioning. The aluminium finish makes for longer lasting freezers, reduced rust and improved durability. They have locks which safeguard your belongings and have a basket with an icebreaker to maintain your freezer. Fisher & Paykel freezers at permanently reduced prices, well worth the look if you ask me. Quality products at affordable prices. Now that's pretty cool. Talking about affordable quality fridges reminded me about our Sharp range of fridges. These fridges have technologies which make life easier because they allow the fridges to be smarter. Sharp has recreated nature's own disinfecting process to generate positive and negative ions, which effectively remove bacteria, molds, and odors from your fridge to ensure food stays fresh and healthy. This technology allows for a deodorizer, which simply put is an air freshener for the fridge. It eradicates the mold and gets rid of the odors, keeping the food fresh and your family happy. So as you can see, Brown Bell has the freezers. And freezers, you need to keep your produce safe, healthy and cool. Quality products, smart design, and technological advances all put together to service our customers. We have all of your spare parts solutions and give out 12-month warranties on our products. If you do need to go and see our technically skilled service team, they have all the spare parts to service your needs. Now, before I let you go tonight, viewers, just a quick reminder, our Star Vision TV promotion is still on and will be on for the duration of the State of Origin period. But the sales are going very well, so come in while stocks last. Great products, great prices. That is Brian Bell, Bill O'Neill signing off till next week. Have a good one.
Best price, best quality, guaranteed at Brian Bell.
Right on, Mr. B.
Some pretty good looking fridges there, and we all do know that space can be quite an issue with most fridges, especially if you're shopping for a big family. So if you're looking for a fridge to cater for all your needs or your family's needs at a reasonable investment that makes a big difference, then you need to pay Brian Bell a visit and have a look for yourself. More on House and Home in a moment. Stay watching. Welcome back. Last week we brought the House and Home show to you out from the Port Moresby Nature Park, previously known as the Botanical Gardens. Now, just for the sake of some of you who queried about the Port Moresby Nature Park, it is open 7 days a week. If you're planning on holding functions there or just visiting the wonderful animals and flora and fauna of the park, don't hesitate to contact the park on phone 326-0248, fax 326-3016, or an email portmoresbynaturepark@gmail.com, or you can send your snail mail to Port Moresby Nature Park, Post Office Box 110, University, NCD, Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea. The park is open to all, so just showing up for a walkthrough is okay as well, but be prepared to pay a small entry fee. And to further clear the confusion with some of you, the Port Moresby Nature Park is not the same as the Adventure Park out at 14 Mile, located on the outskirts of Port Moresby. The Nature Park is located within the city zone out near the University of Papua New Guinea. And this brings us to the end of our House and Home show for this week. Next week, Chef Viari is back in our House and Home kitchen, cooking some mean Zenag barbecue chicken thighs in parsley hoisin marinade. Dr. Ambi talks more on mental health. It's Better and Besta, making Besta tuna chunk rolls. And Bill Neal showcases another great quality product at affordable prices at a Brian Bell store closest to you. This is where I leave you. We look forward to having your company once again next week. From the crew and myself, have a pleasant evening and God bless.